Hello everybody. Today I will be talking about Candace Stone and basically a lot of the problems with season 2, which is mostly about her anyway. Before we begin, I need to say that yes, the mic quality is not good. This is my first real long form video, but I will do my best and all of you can tell me in the comments if there's anything that I can improve. So without further ado, let's begin. You might ask why I feel the need to make a video solely about Candace, but it's mostly about the show itself and the way it treats her. In season 1, Candace was nothing more than a simple backstory character that only really had one episode of herself. The only time we see her in the present timeline is in the last scene of season 1. We do get a fair bit of her character though and how she acts, and how she has an effect on Joe himself. But the main issue arises in season 2 where she is mostly the main villain. Well, before love cuts her throat. Anyways, we get to see a lot of Candace's character. We get to have a deep dive in almost how she acts and composes herself in situations where she has to be smart. And she does cause a lot of issues for Joe, but the bigger problem is how the show treats her as a threat in itself. The first time we really get a good look at Candace is in the little restaurant where she and Joe talk. She explains she knows about the events of season 1 and actually swears eternal damnation upon Joe. It's so absurd the way she acts, to the point where she genuinely seems like a real threat. But then she fucks off for 5 episodes. The next time we see her is in the latter half of the season. She appears at the Quinn's Wellcand just to freak Joe out, but she still does nothing. Only at the end of the episode does she give 40 the idea to adapt Beck's book. Episode 6 is the first real time where she's an actual genuine threat, and at that point it's already a little too late for her. She fucks up Joe and Love's relationship. Love doesn't take too kindly to this news though. She doesn't even appear in episode 7 and has a super minor role in episode 8. In episode 9, she manipulates 40 into turning on Joe. Then she locks Joe in the cage and calls Love, who upon seeing what Candace did, immediately cuts her throat. And that's the end of Candace. She barely ever appears again. Now look back on the first scene where we see her and Joe in the cafe. She tells him that she's going to ruin his life, that what she will do to him will be worse than prison. But in the end, she had zero effect. I get that Love is sort of the villain of season 2, the real one I mean, but it still makes Candace feel like a very weak character. The worst thing is that the show genuinely treats her as a real threat, and that's just not very compelling. I guess it tells you a lot about a character when the best scene of them is them getting their throat cut. And even worse than that, the show treats her as a fallen hero when she does the same things as Joe, despite treating him as a total villain. I get that she's a victim, but it still doesn't excuse her behavior. Ironically, Joe was right. She's not there to protect the Quinns. She's there to hurt him. I'll just show you a scene and you tell me what you think.
End of story. I never tried to kill you.
You know, they say you never know if you're fight or flight until you're forced to find out. Turns out, I'm fight.
Anyways, I'll have to wrap this video up because it's kind of becoming incoherent rambling at this point. But I really do hope all of you had a great time watching this video, and I hope you like and subscribe if you want more. But that's gonna be it for me now. Until next time.